I forget to do. So there we go. Okay. So welcome, welcome. I am very excited to be here with you guys tonight to get to share a little bit with you all about something that I'm very passionate about and very excited about. And if you got invited by somebody to come here and take a listen tonight, they're excited too. And they're looking at you and saying, I can't let you miss this. I need you to share the information with you and you can make a decision after that. So, just so we're not strangers, my name is Tracy Zimmer, and I am from Calgary, Alberta, in Canada. And it's snowy here and it's cold here right now. So, those of you who are tuning in from California and Arizona, I'm a little envious. Anyways, I am a mom. I have two grown children. I have a 21-year-old son who's in university and a 17-year-old daughter who's going to be graduating this year, which I can hardly say without getting choked up because I'm not ready for that stage of my life yet. But I will tell you, looking back, the 13 years that went 13 years ago when I got introduced to this business model and this profession, I was in the classroom, I was teaching, and my kids were they were 4 and 7. And I remember thinking like, how am I going to put something else on my plate? But you know what? It made sense. It was a product line, it was skincare. And I thought I purchase and use skincare anyways. Why would I not reap the benefits from purchasing from my own store, from my own link? And if I could earn just an extra couple $100 a month, I was going to be happy. I could go do some guilt-free shopping and buy, something that I didn't need but wanted. And that's truly why I got started. And long story short is when you have a product that is good, that works, that gives the results, that is affordable for people, that is consumable, right? When you have the right product, it doesn't matter the compensation attached to it. You can make money. And, I've now been out of the classroom for almost 12 years because I listened and I had an open mind and gave something a shot that I wasn't familiar with or I wasn't comfortable with. So if you're that person tonight, maybe you're new and you're not really sure, I'm going to encourage you to get out a notebook and a pen, write down questions as we're going, but just at the end of the day, just really and truly keep an open mind. So I am a director here with Riman. So this is what we're going to be talking about tonight and tell you all the exciting things as quickly as I can, but give you enough information also that you can leave here feeling like you know what we're talking about. So what are our brands? Well, we have skincare, which is our ICD. We have Boda Lab, which is our hair care and body care. And then we have Lifening, which is our inside, our nutrition. But our signature line, truly, what we brag about is, of course, our skincare. Now, I'm going to start with this. Okay. This is my before and after picture. I was very faithful using skincare. I used a great skincare for many years. And so when I got these products sent to me, the person said, take a before picture so that we can compare your after. And I just thought like, I don't know, like I feel like my skin, how's it going to change anymore? But I was somebody that had late acne in life after I had my kids. I had the scarring, all the things. And so when I did my 30-day picture after I started using Riman products, I was blown away. Not only did the acne scarring calm down, but if you look really close, you can see the pores, the texture, the tone of my skin, overall, the brightness, right? It is just healthier. And had I not put those two pictures together, I wouldn't have known my skin felt great. It was hydrated. I just didn't think I had such great results. But when I knew we had something extra special here, is when my daughter used these products. So when she turned 14, she started getting really bad acne. It was bad. We went to dermatologists, went to doctors. I mean, I don't even want to know how much money I spent trying to help her clear her skin. And think of a girl in high school walking around with bad acne. And I'm saying bad acne. And, she was begging me like, Mom, I don't like this. I need to get rid of it. She was so consistent, did morning, night, morning, night, morning, night, morning, night on our signature line. And in 5 months, look at her skin. And she's been using this now for 2 years. And she will say, when she goes on Zoom, she will say, Riman saved my high school years. And so it's not even just about the skin and the acne. It's what it does to you inside, the confidence, bringing her confidence back to be able to walk the halls without feeling embarrassed or without caking a bunch of makeup on, right? So Riman's about rethinking, reimagining, redefining, and we really and truly are so unique in so many different areas. So just a little background, we were established in Korea in 2018. Okay. I'm all about numbers. So when I heard the numbers that I'm about to share with you is where light bulbs started going off in my head. So from 2018 and just a handful of years to 2023, they did over $2.5 billion in revenue with this brand. Okay. So this is, think of this in Korea. Korea is known for their skincare. They're known for their beauty. They're like the capital of skincare. We know any beauty products coming out of Korea are just generally pretty darn good, right? But to come into a territory like that where your competition is so high and you have thousands of other competitors against you, to come in and do $2.5 billion in revenue spoke volumes. Not only that, but we became the number one selling brand out of South Korea, okay, in just a few years. And I was like, wow, if we can do that in one country, right, and sell over 40 million bottles in the population of about 50 million people, what could we do when we put this in the hands of other people and get it into referral marketing? So we launched in North America. We've gotten into Taiwan, the Philippines, Mexico, Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong. UK just launched, Japan just launched. We're going to be opening up Italy, Spain, Ireland, Colombia, Chile, Peru, this quarter one in 2026. So I'm going to tell you, this is a global opportunity, global business. And when you can sleep at night and make money while you're sleeping, that is what we call true residual income. Okay. So let's just stop here for just a little moment because this is important. So, let's talk about K-beauty. Okay. Now, Korean cosmetics are beating out companies like Chanel, Lancome that are top in the US, right? Korea is overtaking US in cosmetics exports, trailing only France. So when I heard K-beauty, I knew it was Korean. But I didn't know all the facts and all the ins and outs. So K-beauty is about prevention over correction. Okay. It's proactive approach rather than a reactive approach. We protect, we heal, and we strengthen for long-term skin focus. And it's about the skin health and not a band-aid. And I look back at my daughter and I think, all the cream she was given and all the stuff she was put on her face, it was like this band-aid that was just sloughing off that skin barrier. And it wasn't really healing and helping the health of her skin. And that's why Riman was different for her. So in 2022, K-beauty, a few other stats. It was a $92 billion revenue. Okay. That's globally. It is forecasted to grow to 187 billion based on current growth trends. So think about that. It's 2026, right? In 2030, up to $187 billion is what it's projected to be. Now, there's K-beauty everywhere because if you go and search, Google search is up 389% when people are searching K-beauty. It's everywhere. It's all over TikTok. It's all over social media. I was in the mall the other day. They had a K-beauty store, right? But what makes true, authentic K-beauty? It is sold and made in South Korea. Riman is that. Our R&D formulations are all out of South Korea. That's Riman. Okay. We follow the Korean MFDS regulations, which are some of the strictest in the world. That's Riman. Okay. Our heritage ingredients are sourced out of Korea. Okay. Now, what are our heritage ingredients? Well, one of our biggest ones that we have patented and that we boast about and why we get the results on people's skin that we get is our giant byung pool. Okay. Now, you might have heard the word Centella asiatica, pennyworth, tiger grass. This is a little clover plant that grows wild. And sometimes you can get it in different places, but to take this heritage ingredient, it's out of South Korea. We take it, we grow it in this lava energy water in our smart farms. And we put it in the right environment and the right conditions, and we've grown it to be giant, which means we get not just the little effects of this plant, but we get the giant effects. We get the exponential effects of this, which is anti-inflammation, inflammatory benefits, okay, to soothe skin. We've tested it for hydration, skin brightening activity, which is why when you see my before and after pictures, I got the results I got. It also helps with anti-wrinkle and reduction in hyperpigmentation as well. So this is what we love to share about, talk about why we're different. We use the fresh extracts out of our plants because they're giant. A lot of K-beauty products will have Centella asiatica in there, but it is the dried version, which does not compare the same as to that fresh giant plant, okay? And of course, we have our Jeju Lava Energy Water. When I heard this, I was like, wow, this sounds really extravagant, right? And this is water that's been filtered for over 400,000 years beneath Jeju Island's Halasan volcano, okay? So in the bedrocks is this water that's full of different minerals and frequencies that you cannot get anywhere else. In fact, we have a 20-year contract with the government to use this water in cosmetics that nobody else can. And then we have our nanoliposomal technology, which is a microfluidizing processor that we put our ingredients through to get them to that smallest nano form, to get through that first barrier of our skin, which most skincares won't. And this does, and that's why we can get that beautiful healing effect. So here's our Incelderm. We have two lines. We have our signature line, which is on the left, our Radiant Sun 100 on the right there. And, one is water-based, which is our signature. Another one is oil-based. And I personally use both. I use one during the day, use one at night. Some people start with one line and they graduate to another line, but I can tell you, you won't be disappointed in whichever line that you use. We typically get people started on the signature line. We avoid over 3,000 toxic ingredients in all of our products as well, which is huge. Okay, we have no hormone disruptors, we have no toxic, harsh chemicals in any of our products. So for me as a mom, being able to hand these to my daughter and say, use this, makes me feel really, really good because nothing awful is getting into her bloodstream, but she's getting these fantastic results. Okay. We have 19 patents on our products, and 15 of those actually come from our skincare. So take a look at this. This is my friend Michelle, and I only post before and after pictures of people that I know. So I don't even have to say anything. Just look at this. Like, absolutely amazing. Took years off her life. And to the right, this is my friend Arlene. Again, just take a look. You can see the wrinkles and the skin and the firmness and all the stuff. So I love showing pictures because pictures are worth 1,000 words, in my opinion. So this is my friend Angela, who actually had really bad acne and rosacea and dry skin. She was so hesitant to try our products. And I just said, let's just try little bits by little bits. And now you should see her. She's got absolutely beautiful skin. She has never had beautiful skin. She's never been able to go out without makeup. And of course, she was a customer to start, and she turned into a planner because she just couldn't stop telling people about what we had. And that's what we have here, right? That's what we do. And of course, here's Tim Herr with his before and after picture as well. Now, our other line, which is our Bodalab line, comes with our hair care and our body care. Now, I always say that we literally could have an entire company just on our hair care. It's so good. It's made with desert cola, which is our patent ingredient, which is known as the miracle of the desert. And what happened is they found this algae that was growing in the dry desert. And we're like, what can we do with this? And after our scientists took a look and did all sorts of different things with it, they seen that this can be really, really good for scalp health. Okay. This is vegan product line. It nourishes the scalp. It removes oils and impurities. It opens up the follicles, you name it. It's the before and after pictures again from this line, increases volume. Maybe people that are losing a lot of hair, they're finding that they're losing less hair. Scalp irritation after one-time use, 82% of people say that their scalp irritation went down. And then, of course, our body care. We've got body cream and body wash. And again, what we're putting on our skin, the largest organ of our body, is so important that it's healthy, that it is clean. And again, we also avoid the 3,000 toxic ingredients there as well. So this is Brian, my friend's stepdad, and you can just take a look at the top of his hair. And actually, that picture in April doesn't even come close to the kind of hair that he has right now. He's been using the hair care products for quite some time, and the results have been phenomenal for him. And then we've got our Lifening, which is going to be expanding our nutrition line. We've got a Deep Talk Plus, which is a gut health product. It has the natural psyllium husk fiber in it with zinc, okay, to help with your immunity and boost. All sorts of goodness in here. And I can tell you, if you're somebody that bloats or somebody that is irregular, this is a product that you're probably going to use once and go, please don't ever let me get my hands out of that reach again for that product. It has helped so many people. And then our Beauty Collagen EX, which is our liquid collagen. Now, I don't know if you're supplementing with any collagen, but as we age and as we grow older, our collagen depletes. So I'm a huge believer in having this. We have our Byung Pool extract right in here in our collagen as well. We've got selenium, we've got glutathione, which are antioxidant supports as well, and it tastes delicious. It's a blueberry pomegranate flavor. So not to worry about the taste of this. That's usually the first question people ask me is, what does it taste like? I'm like, it actually tastes pretty darn good. And then our makeup. Oh my goodness, our makeup is something new. It came in April. We launched with face and lips to start, but we're not stopping there. We have so much more to come, but I can tell you that cushion, I'm not a makeup person. I don't typically wear a lot of makeup. I don't consider myself a makeup girl, but I use this cushion every day. And I use it because it's infused with our skincare ingredients. So I know that what I'm putting on my skin throughout the day isn't it's not suffocating my skin. It's not clogging my pores. It's actually healing my skin throughout the day with that cushion that I'm putting on. And if you can just pat like this, you can make that cushion look flawless. It's so easy. It's user friendly, absolutely incredible. And of course, our lip tints and our lip oils. That lip oil goes everywhere with me. I have one in every corner of the house because it's just keeps your lips hydrated, especially where I'm living. It's so dry here. So it's very, very helpful. And like I said, in 2026 is where we're launching all the other makeup stuff, from mascaras to eyeliners to blushes to bronzers, and like you name it, we're going to launch it. So get ready. So that's super exciting. So where do all of these products come from? An island in Jeju. Has anybody heard of Jeju Island in Korea? If you do, put it in the chat. But basically, it's like the Hawaii of Korea, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most beautiful islands. I actually got the privilege to go there as a director. The company flies you out, takes you to the Riman farm that you see there, your Byungpool labs, the Jeju Lava Water Center, all the things. So we have a 140,000 square foot smart farm. So you can see that Riman farm there. And that is where we grow and manage our Byungpool plant in that perfect environment. And we got to tour it. We got to go in there. We actually ate the plants. It's pretty cool. But what's really amazing and something that really grabbed my attention is we are vertically integrated. Okay. And what that means is that we own every step of the process. From plant to product. Okay. We have our in-house formulation. We have our manufacturing, our smart farms, our labs, you name it, we own it and we have control. Now that to me means so much because we're not relying on any third party of anything. We have all the control. So here's our Riman village. We actually have our own village in Jeju Island. Okay. Now, I know people dream of having their own village as a company. People talk about it, but we actually have it. And I stayed there, the building right here in the top where it says Riman Village. They have these beautiful villas. I'm telling you, they are like, oh, they're pristine. They're like beautiful. It's like you're walking into an Apple home. Everything is like push the button. We have our own lifening pool. We have our own spa. I mean, I left there with my jaw like hanging, going, wow, we really like have something very, very special here. So nobody can go book this village for just a regular holiday. It is for the field. It is for the leadership. It is for people to come to gather and do all the things. So I have had the privilege to be there twice and felt very, very lucky and spoiled every single time. Now, just a touch on our compensation plan. So I know for me, getting into this type of a business model, I looked at the product first and I thought, is this a product that I can stand behind? Is this a product that's unique that nobody else can duplicate and we're in competition with? Is this a product line that works? Is it healthy? All the things. And then I go, am I going to use this product? And of course, I mean, I looked at what we had here as a company. I'm like, of course, I'm going to use this product. Oh my goodness, all the things that, just checked off with a green check mark. And when you can feel all of those things and you can say yes to all of those things, the compensation is like bonus, right? It's just like icing on the cake for you. So we are a high margin distribution model. So instead of your regular supply chain where you have to like, by the time the consumer is paying, you're paying top prices because you have to pay the wholesaler and the distributor and like go through all of these processes. We go from the company to us, and then we can distribute it out to customers and online, right? So it keeps the price down. It's why we have such an incredible high-end product line that is affordable to everybody. If this was in retail stores, we would be paying double, if not triple, for these products. Okay. So we also have a customer loyalty program here, which I absolutely love because not everybody wants to take part in the compensation part, and that's okay. We love our customers here. They get perks, they get rewards, all the things. So just something I wanted to highlight here, we have in-depth compensation overviews, and that's something that I would definitely take a look at if you want more information. But some things that stand out, number one, we don't have mandatory subscriptions or auto ships that you have to be on every month to be active, okay? Your volume doesn't flush, things don't roll up, or you lose commissions, things are held for you. The two positions here that are in this box, which is manager and senior manager, are considered lifetime positions. Once you hit them one time, you never have to go back and requalify, have X amount in sales to get paid at that position, none of it. Okay. Once you're there, and you will forever be paid at that position. And you can see once you get started as a planner at 10%, going up to the base of 20 to 30, as you go up, you get that base commission to go up as well, right? So we have rollover volume as well. You can see there's many different ways that we get paid here. We've got our retail, unilevel, leadership overrides, revenue shares, leadership match, open group. And again, I'm not going to go into detail here tonight because we don't have time for that. But if you want the nitty-gritty details, there is we can get that for you. Just ask the person that invited you, okay? So again, you see all these numbers. It can be very overwhelming to see all these numbers and go, oh my goodness. But it's nice to see that you can see all the different ways we get paid, like our retail and how much you can earn just in the retail space alone, right? In your open group volume, earning anywhere from that 5% to 30%. The unilevel, if you choose to want to earn extra in those levels deep, you can do that. So many different ways, which is why everybody can be happy. What they love to do, if they love to team build, they can make money. If they love to just sell products, they can make money. And if you look up here, for a manager's 3,000 SP in a 3-month consecutive period, right? Senior manager, 6,000 SP in a 3-month period. So people that come in, their first goal is to get after that senior manager position because that is that lifetime position where there's no requirements, you're there for life and you're locked in, okay? And that is done in a 3-month rolling period. Leadership check match bonuses, we start at 40%, which is really, really amazing. They compensate you on helping other leaders develop leaders. And that is something that you definitely want to look for in a compensation plan. We definitely have starter kits, and I would encourage you to definitely get your hands on a starter kit if you're going to do this business. The more products that you can use, test, have a testimonial for, get your before and after picture, the better you're going to jumpstart your business. Okay. I know if somebody were to ask me, what does this feel like? Or what does this smell like? And I said, I don't know, or I don't have it, it would be a lot harder to sell, right? So I'm a huge believer in getting in where you fit in. Obviously where you feel comfortable, but the more products you can start with, the better you're going to jumpstart your business. And your starter kits actually come with volume. So when we say that 6,000 SP, when you purchase your starter kit, for example, if you purchase one of the top kits, that's off the bat 1,500 SP. So you're already halfway to manager. You're a quarter of the way to senior manager. In fact, some people come in as a manager. They come in as a senior manager, and that option is available as well. Okay, so here we are. We are going global. Okay, you've heard me say that a few times tonight, and that is a big deal. That is a very big deal, and we're going global and we're going fast. Because we avoid over 3,000 toxic ingredients to get into a country and get the approval and the check mark and all the things, makes it pretty easy, right? And that is why we can go so fast. K-beauty is on a rise, and we're not wasting any time. So when we look at our European countries, we started with UK to start the European expansion, and we're just going to be going boom, boom, boom. Our Latin America countries, we're just going to be like boom, boom, boom. And it might not be who do you know in those countries, but through somebody, if you know somebody, can open up a whole new market for you. So we have things to obviously plug into, like we're doing here tonight, where you can invite somebody and say, hey, come take a look. You don't need to know it all. And it's something that I love about what we do. We can learn and earn at the same time. I remember getting started in my first company. And like I said, I was a teacher, I was a busy mom. And I thought it was just so brilliant that I could, listen here and there on a car ride. I could listen to a Zoom, or I could invite somebody to a call, and I could earn money and not know it all. I was like, this is brilliant. I don't have to like study and take a test before I can earn money. Like, I can start earning right away. So we have another presentation just like this tomorrow night. Invite your friends, jump on again if you want to hear more information, take a screenshot, take a picture. There it is. It is our company overview. Friday, we actually have our very first 2026 Riman Global Kickoff. And this is global. So all the countries that we're open in, it is going to be available in that country on their time zone. With their language that they're choosing to hear it in. So very, very exciting times. I'm expecting some great training, some great announcements, hearing from our chairman our formulator, our scientist, our owner, and of course, some of our top leadership as well. So very exciting things. So be among the first to join the movement here. We're talking in North America or wherever you're tuning in from. We have many places to go. We have many countries yet to open. And we are just getting started. We truly are just getting started. And I look at what we have, and I think about all the stats and all the numbers and all like the uniqueness of what we have here at Riman. And I feel so lucky, so lucky. I was, like I said, with a company for 12 years. And when I took a look at Riman, I didn't, I mean, I took a very serious look. I didn't take it lightly. There was a lot of things that I asked, the questions I asked. I did my own research because I wanted a home. I wanted somewhere where I could plant my flag and know that I'm here for the next 20, 30 years, and that this is a place that my daughter can come in, earn income, and that she's here and it's stable. We are financially stable, and that is a very, very big deal, right? We are not only we have the first movers advantage, but we have the stability of a $3 billion already company. And that speaks volumes to me. So hopefully you got the information that you needed tonight. And if you have any questions, definitely, like I said, jump on to the person that invited you and go like, hey, let me know about this. I have more questions about that. And they will definitely be there to answer for you. So thanks again for being here. Happy New Year. Have a wonderful night. And hopefully we'll see you at the global kickoff on Friday as well.